Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're taking a hard look at why building an online business can feel so overwhelming. We're digging into sources that suggest a reset is needed.
Yeah, and the core idea from our source material is pretty striking. It argues that failure online often isn't about, not working hard enough. It's actually the opposite.
Right. It's about overload. Too
Mhm.
many tools, too many browser tabs open, just too much friction getting in the way.
So people aren't lazy, they're just drowning in complexity.
Exactly. And that's crucial because the sources suggest your effort gets misplaced. You might spend, say, 80% of your time just managing subscriptions, wrestling with tech connections that keep breaking.
Those dreaded APIs.
Instead of actually focusing on the marketing that, brings in revenue, it's this complexity that leads to serious burnout, often before you even see real profit.
And get this, the author of one source actually admitted they were using 11 different subscriptions at one point, just to run a small online setup.
11? Yeah, I mean, think about that. A tool for tracking clicks, another for emails, something else for landing pages, maybe even a separate one just for cloaking links. Sounds exhausting.
It really does. And the analogy used is spot on, I think. It felt like running a car with wheels from 4 different brands. Sure, it moved, but it wobbled. A lot.
That feeling of being busy but not actually productive.
Have they?
We've all been there, right?
Absolutely. It's a false sense of progress. The activity doesn't line up with profit or actual results.
Okay, so let's unpack this idea of the power of one. Because my first thought, and maybe yours too, is don't specialized tools do a better job?
That's a fair question. But the argument in the source material is that any small gain you get from a specialized tool is often canceled out by the problems of having your data stuck in different places, silos, basically.
Okay.
And what's really interesting is what happened when the author switched. Moving to just one dashboard, one login, one system suddenly brought clarity, like instantly.
So simplicity becomes the key.
Yes, the source literally calls it the ultimate marketing hack, because when things are simple, you stop making mistakes about where your results are coming from. You can see clearly what's working and, just as importantly, what's not.
No more guesswork.
Exactly. You just know.
So if you're listening and thinking, okay, I need to streamline, what's the actual advice here? The source gets pretty specific.
It does. It says you need to find one system that handles 4 essential jobs really well.
And those 4 are?
Right. Number 1, building pages like landing pages or sales pages that actually convert visitors. 2, collecting leads, your email list basically. 3, tracking clicks accurately, knowing where people came from and what they did. And 4, automatic follow-up, email sequences and nurturing.
So pages, leads, tracking, and follow-up.
Yeah.
All under one roof.
Yes, because when those 4 things talk to each other smoothly, that's when you can properly measure results, not just how busy you feel.
And just for clarity, the author did mention the platform they switched to that did these 4 things. I think they called it Lead Sleep, and noted it's pronounced Lead Sleep.
Right.
But the main point wasn't about that specific name, obviously. It was about the principle of unifying those core functions.
Precisely. And connecting this to the bigger picture, the aim isn't just, saving a few bucks on subscriptions. It's really about enabling better use of your knowledge.
How so?
Well, you only get real insights and make smart changes when your system is clear enough to show you what's happening. You can iterate and improve instead of just fighting the tech all the time.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So let's wrap this up. The core takeaway here seems to be that online success might lean more towards centralizing things rather than juggling a complex web of tools.
Definitely focus over fragmentation.
And we should also mention, the source pointed out that systems unifying these 4 pillars often let you start free, which removed that big initial barrier of paying for lots of different tools before you've made anything.
Yeah, that's a key practical point. Which leads to maybe a final thought for you, the listener, to consider.
Go on.
Beyond just saving money and time, think about this. How might simplifying your entire system, getting rid of that wobble we talked about, fundamentally change how you even measure success? Are you measuring how many tools you manage today, or are you measuring actual profit and clear, actionable data? Something to think about.